Hey guys, how's it going? Max here again today with another Smite gameplay / edit video, whatever you want to call it. And in this video, we're playing one of my new favorite characters, Nuwa. She is a very late game mage and really fast. Let's go into the kit. So starting with her passive, every 5 basic attacks, she just roots somebody in place for 1.5 seconds. So it's kind of a form of CC, and it also can be procs easier with her combo. So really quickly, we're going to root the Odin bot. Poor Odin bot. Alright, so next is her line attack, kind of. It is called Mysterious Fog. You can walk inside of it. You and your allies will turn invisible. Of course, the enemy can see the fog. And also, with your kit later on in Clay Soldiers, they can turn invisible as well. So the first hit will proc a better chunk of damage, and then it will just do ticks of damage afterwards. So next is your Clay Soldiers, probably my favorite part about this kit. At level 1, you summon 1, and then all the way till 4, you summon 2, and at 5, you summon 3. And they all scale off your health, and they last for 10 seconds. And so this makes it to where you can also combo it with your fog to hide it. So you can now direct them to where they go. They do 60 a hit, so since there's 380. So next is one of the better parts of her kit as well. This is what I level up with the minions. It does detonate your minions. It's also an attack that can hit. So it's her Shining Metal attack. It's just a basic line attack. And it goes through minions and gods as well, I believe. Gods? I don't know. But you can blow up your minions with it, so you can also hit them with the Shining attack and all the damage of the burst of your minions. So next is her ultimate. How it works is you just go up in the sky, everyone blows up, kind of. You hit all enemies with a bomb attack from the sky, and it does a good chunk of damage. 606. We're 60 away from being lytical. So here's the combo you want to go. You're going to get in the fog, get your minions there, blow them up, and then ult. Well, you don't always need to ult, but I just was showing you that you could do it. So let's get into the game really fast. So, Nuwa is a very late game mage. Early game, her damage isn't there. It's okay damage. It's not something that makes you go, wow, I'm doing a lot of damage. It's just, you're more utility. Just like Thoth is. You're more utility. You use your stuns, you use your roots. Ymir, we were just having fun, man, and you had to wall me off. This Ymir was very new to the game, I believe. Or just very bad at the game. I'm gonna give him the benefit of doubt that he was new. Because for whatever reason, he just runs at people. And you just can't run at people in Smite, because if you do, you're gonna die. Kinda hard. So our Amaterasu actually wanted to play Zeus, in the, beginning of the game, and they actually chose Amaterasu, and I bet they were very thankful that they decided to play Amaterasu, because they kind of carried this game on their back, just a little bit. They got a little ham. So I do not like the enemy team comp very much. I mean, I just don't like fighting Poseidon, man. He's just so unfun to deal with sometimes, because he just whirlpools you, and if you don't have a lot of movement speed, you just get sucked into the whirlpool. But we do make him rage quit, just a little bit. You can kind of long range explode your minions. It is something very fun that you can do. You can set them up behind walls, all kinds of stuff. And also your ultimate really does not hit for a lot early game. If I use it, it's gonna be like 60 damage. I mean, you do not do damage early game. Also, a lot of people may be wondering, why don't you just level up your fog attack since it goes through walls and all kinds of stuff? Because I prefer to level up shiny metal as you build your skills, not for any other reason than just, it's a slow moving attack versus a skill shot that I definitely know I can hit. This is our Amma just going ham. I thought about using the ult, and then I was like, I don't have to. I am going to save the Medusa's life. I do miss that skill shot there, though. That is the issue. If you do miss it, well, then you lose your damage. But aside from that, normally I'll hit it. I played against a Nuwa the other day. Well, it's been a few days now. And whenever I played against her, she did so much burst. It was insane. I had never met a Nuwa player that was as good as they were. I don't know what it was about the way they played. They hid their minions behind the wall and let them come out for a dash attack, which reduces their magical protections, and then on top of it, blew up the minion, so I was stunned with a basic attack, making sure their passive was 100% ready to stun as soon as they could, and I just couldn't get out of it. Though they did build Soul Reaver, which I mean, you can do, I just don't recommend it. It just makes your burst a little iffy. Your burst is on a timer. I want guaranteed burst. That's why I'm not hitting as high as I could be. I mean, if I wanted to build Polynomicon on Nuwa, every day, all day. So look at that damage. A whole, like, what? 60, 80 damage. Really not a lot. But you do need to build penetration. That's why I build 2 pen items. Well, 3 including boots, but whatever. But definitely take your time to, well, I guess, buy Book of Thoth. That's the best way I can put it. Because Nuwa's already a farm-heavy character. Really farm-heavy. So if you're going to be farming, why not build things that you're going to have to farm already with? And it gives you such a nice power spike, and with how much you spam your abilities, wow, the wall, just seeing people blow up. This Ymir, man, his wall was sideways, not really the best. I like how, Thor, just sat there and ate it like a man. Just took it, those basic attacks, got stunned, all kinds of stuff. This is awesome. We killed him up before he went into the air. But one thing I thought was super cool is how the Medusa just uses her ult by hiding under the wall somewhat, and then coming out for the final frames of it. Oh, this is embarrassing. I felt so bad for this. She doesn't get the kill either. She just dies to the Amaterasu. And the Poseidon quit, by the way. He just straight up left the game because he didn't want to deal with our team anymore. He was like, nah, that Amma's too fed. I don't want to deal with her. I also want to mention something that happened a few seconds ago. I don't know if you saw it, but I went to explode my clay minions, and I kid you not, the Vamana 360'd Umbrella attacked me because he's got an umbrella. He's like Aang the Avatar, but he swung his umbrella and hit me with it. Well, not me, but my minions. 105 damage. Let's go. No, I'm kidding. But he did, like, he just saved his life unintentionally. Well, he may have died, but he may have prolonged his life unintentionally. Because if he would have done that, I would have rooted him with the stun from the clay minions, and on top of it, would have then rooted him with the basic attack, and he wouldn't have been able to just go anywhere. This is also just death. Poor Thor, man. He didn't have a chance. Oh, this is so mean. What we do to the poor little, guy. Oh, I feel bad. Ymir, man. He didn't deserve that. He didn't at all, because he was like, oh, I'm gonna freeze them. If he would have walled Medusa off, froze, and then line attacked into a basic attack in between each one, that would have been fantastic. Also, kind of a smart move, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if the archer still damaged the tower through the wall. They may. Ooh, look at the stun damage. So many people are worried about your fog, like, oh no, there's gonna be something in them. You get to just, you know, zone people away because they're so used to Nuwas leveling their, oh, what's it called? Just leveling their fog attack. They never once just think, yeah, I did all the work, sorry. I did all the work in that kill. Go, minions, go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But so many people level the fog attacks, they don't realize the burst of the metal is what does all the damage. For me, at least, whenever I play. This is where we get the clip in the beginning from. Well, near it. The 4 kind of is annoying. Kind of. He tries to wall us off, so we get stuck in the tower. I'm so close to killing him, but I just don't have the damage. Sadly. It's okay, though. But getting Book of Thoth definitely does help our damage. It helps our burst. And for what it's worth, the CC that Nuwa has surprises people. Whenever I played against a Nuwa, I was like, oh, it's just a Nuwa. And then I was stunned for 4 seconds. A really great thing about Nuwa, I probably already mentioned, is her backdoor potential. What does that mean, Max? What do you mean by backdoor potential? It's the ability to just go into a tower, and even though you don't have minions, you kill the tower because you don't have to worry about the tower attacking you or one of your tanks or squishies, because your minions can tank the tower for you. I also find it a little bit funny how often Ymir is using his wall. But yeah, you could just throw out your minions, and then there's a stun, and then there's a basic attack. If I would have hit his basic attack, he would have been stunned, and he had to pop his ult just to survive. Man, poor Ymir, his walls are just not on point. He needs to kind of go back to good aim school, you know? Medusa ult did hit. This is where the clip comes from, not earlier. But poor Izanami, man. Did not have a chance. Thor's like, hey, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna do all types of damage. Pretty sure Medusa's gonna die here in a moment. Or somebody is. It's not Medusa, I'm sorry, it's the Fenrir. Somebody dies soon, and it's a 1-for-1 trade that shouldn't have happened. It was just dumb for them to go in. You may be asking me, by the way, why Spear of Desolation? Early power, early penetration, early cooldown. And I already have some pen with my boots, so if I just put them together with the Spear of Desolation, yes, it's a little bit more expensive, and Obsidian Shard will definitely give you the better bursts that you may need in the exact moment. But for me, it was just, alright, I want the cooldown, because it's not that I'm getting destroyed by this in particularly. I'm getting killed because of reason cooldown, you know? Also, I want to mention, our dot damage is what killed Thor. Not our clay minions. Our level 2 fog. And also, this is Izanami. She's just afraid of me. She doesn't want to fight. She's just like, please don't harm me. Don't touch me. I'll fire an ability at you backwards, but now I'm gonna keep running. And I'm like, alright, I'm gonna back. Or not. What do I care, man? The fact they're afraid of Nuwa amuses me, because they respect the damage that Nuwa brings. We are gonna go attack Apophis. Man, I feel bad. If the Poseidon would have just stayed, the game could have been better. I do not detonate the minions on Apophis. I probably could have and got extra burst out. Don't know why I didn't. A little bit of a misplay on my part, but hey, looking back on it, it's something I can do better in the future. Not respecting the damage of Apophis? Well, that'll get you killed. We are going to pop ult. Already starting to hit for 315. So that's pretty good burst all of a sudden that people can't get away from unless they Aegis. So, you know, unless you're feeling like popping away your invincibility, you're not going to be able to survive that hit if you're on low health. So the game is ours. We do win. I do have another new game I may post tomorrow, and that game we kind of carried a little hard. We went a little insane. The issue is I just don't have the stats at the end. but I can tell you them in the end of the video if you are curious. It's because my menu had broke, but for now, these stats will be on the screen, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button down below. Always feel free to tell me what I can do better in the comments. I will reply to any comments as soon as possible. Subscribe if you're new, because it grows the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!